Hello and welcome back to Star Wars The Living Set. Will, good to see you again.
Good to see you.
Sorry, we've been away for a little bit. We had a long weekend away with some of our good friends, including one of the biggest fans of this show, subscriber number 40. Shout out to Jono. Anything you want to say to Jono?
Thanks for subscribing. Really appreciate it. You're awesome, man.
Our favorite number 40 subscriber, Jono. All right, we're going to go back into the cards again this week. So just like always, we're talking about this top Star Wars The Living Set cards. 2 new cards are available every single week on Topps.com. If you like Star Wars, if you like cards, if you like cardboard, or if you just want to hang out, you're in the right spot.
Yeah.
All right, 4 cards this week. The first card, we're on card number 137 already. We're moving along pretty good. All right, we're going to go to you first with card number 137, Cal Kestis, from a game I've never played called Fallen Order. Tell us about Cal.
So, before I get too much into it, I would just like to point out that Cal Kestis is our first card that we have that is from a video game.
Oh, nice. Good job.
Every single other card has been from a movie or a show or some sort of thing like that.
Yep.
This was the first time that we see characters from a game.
Okay.
So I just wanted to point that out.
That's a great call.
Because, yeah.
Yeah, good job.
So Cal Kestis is, of course, from the game Jedi Fallen Order. I believe it came out in 2020 or 2021, maybe?
I think it was well before that.
No, maybe.
And it's an Xbox game, right?
Yes.
Okay, got it.
It's Xbox. I believe it's PS as well.
Can I play it like on my Nintendo?
I don't think you can.
No, I don't
maybe?
think so. I'm talking like old school, like
oh, yeah, no.
just 2 buttons. That's what I need. Okay.
Okay. Anyway, that's.
I mean, those were the greatest Star Wars games ever on Super Nintendo.
I still haven't played them.
I know because they're not available. But if for those of you guys who are watching, if you want to play the greatest Star Wars games of all time, they're on Super Nintendo. They were amazing.
Okay. Anyway, we're going to stats quick. They made 1,278, 43 have been graded by PSA, 7 9s, and 35 10s. The actor who did like all the CGI stuff and things like that is Cameron Monaghan.
Yep.
And he started modeling at age 5.
It's pretty good.
Really early.
Yeah.
And he was on TV at age 7.
Yeah, that's a good run for Cameron. Nice job.
Yeah.
Yep.
Some TV shows he was in, Shameless, and also some DC comics that were on Fox.
Yep.
And then more about like the actual game. The beginning of it is set 5 years after the Rise of the Galactic Empire.
So this is kind of like it's like a first-person game, right? Where you're like running, and then you're kind of jumping. It's almost like Assassin's Creed style.
Yes.
But with Star Wars.
Yes.
Okay. And do you like it?
I like it. I have kind of been taking a break from Xbox stuff, but I used to play it a lot. It's definitely a lot more challenging game because I'm used to ones that it very clearly states go here than this.
Like the Lego games.
Basically.
Yep.
This one is a lot more running around, figuring out your own way, figuring out stuff.
Got it.
I still really like it. I love the character. I like how he progresses through just having like his like beat up one lightsaber, which I actually have the Galaxy.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, we got that when we were there, didn't we? Yeah.
We'll probably put up a picture of that one because
yeah, that's a good call. Okay.
And then he actually has then a double weighted one, and I like how they added that in the Galaxy's Edge saber.
Okay.
They got it so then you can actually, if you buy 2, you can adapt it so you can have.
That's too much.
The double. No, it's not. It's awesome.
Okay.
Anyway, I love the character. I love his little droid BD-1 that he has with him.
Okay.
I'm blanking on his master's name who dies. No idea. But I do remember, I believe that he is I'm blanking on that too. The species that Zeb is.
Oh yeah, I understand. Yep.
Lasat.
Yep, there you go.
I believe his master is a Lasat.
Oh, okay.
I'm blanking on his name.
We can put a picture up as well. Okay.
But
sounds good.
I love the character. I love the game so far. It's a lot. I'm still kind of mad that they haven't made Jedi Fallen Order, which is the game after not Fallen Order. Jedi Survivor, which is set after Fallen Order.
Okay.
They don't have that for Xbox, which they have for Xbox, but not Xbox One.
Yeah, I got it.
I'm kind of mad about that.
The newer versions, what it is. Yeah, I understand. Okay.
But still, I love the character.
Cool.
Super awesome.
All right. Anything else about Cal?
Nope.
All right. Good job on calling out the first video game character. All right. Card number 138 is Lobot. So again, Lobot from Empire Strikes Back. Kind of an interesting character because when this movie was made, we'd already been introduced to the other characters. Here comes Lando, and then here's this guy who's kind of got this thing wrapped around his head. We're not really sure what he is. Doesn't really have any lines.
I don't think he has any lines.
I don't think he has any lines. But apparently, I think they actually made one of his little action figures was pretty popular when they first made that, which was cool. So let's go into some stats real quick. They made 1,252 of this one, 45 been engraved by PSA, 7 9s and 35 10s. Now, the actor is a guy named John Hollis. He's actually an actor who's been in quite a few different things. He's been in a couple of Bond movies. He was actually in Superman movies, which is pretty cool. Wow. In fact, I think at the beginning of Your Eyes Only, he's like the guy who falls out of like the helicopter, I believe. And he's also in Casino Royale. So I'll have to go back and look and see what he is in there, where he's at there.
Interesting.
Now, the character, of course, he's from Bespin. That's where he's living.
Yeah.
The thing around his head is called the AJ6 Cyborg Construct.
Wow.
So in case you're looking to pick one of those up, I don't know if they're on Amazon, but you should check it out. Apparently, it allowed him to communicate directly to the central computer. And if you remember in the movie when Lando's walking along and he all sneakily types on his arm, that was apparently Code Force 7, which helped them actually then kind of get, bring all the guards there and free themselves from the stormtroopers, which was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Apparently for the actor, John, the implant that he wore, the thing around his head, was actually a battery-powered kind of piece of metal plastic, and it was like on a spring clip, so it stuck to his head really hard, which is pretty strange. Yeah. And for the filming, John, who played Lobot, he was actually on set for 10 weeks.
Wow.
It didn't seem like it'd take very long to film those scenes.
No.
But apparently they had some additional scenes they had made, some other things that got cut out later. There was some cut scene where he got kind of hauled away.
Wow.
But again, interesting to think about Lobot. Again, if we don't have Lobot, we don't save the galaxy because Lando can't do this.
Yeah.
And then to go and get people to get them out.
I mean, if you think about it, if we didn't have Lobot, like the galaxy would have ended. The Empire would have taken over. Han would have stayed captured. Luke would have probably died or something like that.
So really, when we think about the heroes of the galaxy, it shouldn't be Luke Skywalker, Chewbacca, Han.
No.
It should be Lobot.
Yeah. Anakin isn't the chosen one.
No.
Lobot is the chosen one.
For sure, it's Lobot. All right, let's go to card number 139, Ello Asty.
Ello,
whichever you want to go with.
One of those.
Yeah.
So this one is 139 from Force Awakens.
Yep.
Going to stats quick, they made 1,242. 38 have been graded by PSA, 21 9s, and 10 10s. The actor is Paul Casey.
Yep.
And the voice is Matthew Wood.
You've heard that name before.
We have.
Yep.
I think this is probably our third or fourth time.
He does a lot of things, yes.
Yes.
Yeah, he does a lot of things.
More about what Matthew Wood does outside of Star Wars.
Yep.
He does many monster.
That's actually Paul Casey, the actor.
Paul Casey? Okay.
Yep.
Paul Casey does many different monster roles, including Admiral Raddus.
Yeah, he played Admiral Raddus in Rogue One.
Yes.
And he's done a lot of other monster type things outside of Star Wars as well. But tell us more about Matt Wood and what he's done for the Star Wars galaxy.
More about Matthew Wood, what he's done.
Yep.
He plays also as the voices or actors. I think maybe a little.
He's mostly the voices, yeah.
He's mostly the voices.
Yep.
But yeah, he plays Bib Fortuna and General Grievous and Battle Droids, and now also Ello Asty.
Yeah, that's right. Again, I think we've done a lot of stories about Matthew in the past. He's kind of the sound guy, and then he ends up doing a lot of voices. So. And
then he gets to be General Grievous.
Yeah, he does a good job. So nice job, Matthew. Okay.
More about the character. His home world is Abadeno.
Sure.
Abadeno.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I've not been there, so we'll go with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He apparently flew the X-wing with Snap Wexley.
Yep, who we talked about before.
We did talk about him pretty recently, I think.
Yep, I agree.
Yeah. He was part of the Red Squadron. So that was the squadron he was with.
Kind of a big deal.
Yeah. He was also in the Battle of Takodana and also in the Battle of Starkiller Base.
Yep.
His designation was Red 6. And then more about his name, Hello Nasty.
So apparently JJ is a big Beastie Boys fan. So I don't know if you're a big Beastie Boy. You like Intergalactic.
Yeah.
So that's Beastie Boys.
I've heard a few of them.
You've heard a few Beastie Boys. So apparently JJ is a big Beastie Boys fan. So one of their songs, Hello Nasty, was the inspiration for this character's name, so that it should be, I guess, Ello Nasty. And in fact, if you look on the helmet, apparently, of the character, it actually says Born to Ill, which of course is a shout out to Beastie Boys' first album, License to Ill, which was a great album. So pretty interesting. I didn't know that the Beastie Boys had made it to a galaxy far, far away.
Yeah, I didn't either.
But now that they have. All right, anything else on Ello?
I don't think so.
All right. Last card this week, card number 140, is generic First Order TIE Pilot. Not a specific one.
Just one of them.
Just one of them.
And
So
all of them.
yeah, and all of them. So it's one and all. So with this one, they made 1,319, 52 PSAs. 8 have been graded 9, and 44 have been graded 10. You know, I'm kind of laughing a little bit. Out of our 4 cards this week,
That one has the most printed.
that is the one that has the most printed.
I just noticed that as well.
That's why I laughed a little bit. I have no idea why. I'm not sure how generic Force Order's TIE Pilot beat out any of the other 3.
Yeah, that is very fun. Especially like I was surprised that Cal wasn't the top one. Like,
yeah, Cal's popular. Lobot. I mean,
even
Ello.
Ello.
Generic guy. So a little bit about the First Order TIE pilots. Really, we're just going to talk about kind of their whole getup. They had a black jumpsuit, chest plate with the life support, pauldrons on their shoulders, some gauntlets, a utility belt, some boots, helmets and goggles. And apparently the goggles have interior viewplate that serve as kind of like a heads-up display.
wow.
That's all I got on them because they're just generic.
Yeah.
Like there's a bunch of them hanging out in like the TIE fighter pilot break room waiting for somebody to say to launch the fighters. And they hop in their little fighters and they go. Like,
And apparently they're super famous.
apparently they're the most popular card this week.
Yeah.
Which is crazy. So again, another great week. So again, shout out to Chris Penix, who continues to do some amazing artwork for us. If you're interested in checking out the cards, they're available every single week on Tuesdays at Topps.com. I think we're somewhere in the close to 500 cards have been printed at this point.
I think we're at like, no, not 5.
We're not over 500 yet.
It's like 480.
We're getting close. We're getting close. Yep. And we're only at 140, so we got a ways to go. So otherwise, again, Will, of course, at the end of our episode, what is your favorite card of this week?
Cal.
You're going Cal?
I'm going Cal.
All right. I'm actually going to go Lobot.
That was my second.
Yeah, I'm going to go Lobot this week. That's my favorite one. So otherwise, thanks you guys so much for watching. We hope you like the show. And if you have any comments, let us know. Otherwise, we'll see you guys soon.